I'll do roll call, me here, Lance.
Here.
John.
Here.
Doug.
Here.
Oscar John, Harden, Hutton, Pollock. Alright, we have a quorum. Let's see here. First item is to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll make a,
Go ahead, Joe.
I'll make a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I will second.
Any discussion?
Yeah.
No discussion. All those in favor of approving the agenda say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes for the February 15th meeting?
I'll make a motion to approve February 15th minutes.
Is there a second?
I'll second. Lance can do that. He needs to get his name up there.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes from the February 15th meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's approved. First item is a preliminary site plan for the Alliant Energy Center at, Alliant Energy Center's a mess. The Alliant Energy Facility in 1115 North Douglas Street. Sue, you've had a chance to review the plans.
Everything looks good to me.
Okay, and this is,
Landscaping plan exceeds points, photometric. Blew that up on the screen tonight so I could see the numbers, and yeah, they're good all the way around with that. And MSA is looking at the stormwater right now.
okay. And this is just a preliminary review, so we can take a look and see what they're doing, ask them questions. There will be no action taken on it this evening.
I guess they got the big prints up here. Does somebody want to come up and
Yeah, here's the architectural
page
plans.
through them and tell us what we're looking at?
So you have both the engineering and architectural plans there, so.
Come up and join us. Yeah.
Sure. And I'm Mark Brizzer with OPN Architects, and that incorporated with Alliant Energy. So, let's leave the architectural, right? Any questions on the site? First of all, maybe?
No, it's out behind the Alliance warehouse, right?
So yeah, Douglas
Right.
Street, just past,
North of Dzezinski Drive.
yeah.
Right.
And then just before the farm there.
Okay, that's what I
Father
thought.
actually about purchasing the land from, so.
So as you're aware, at last month's meeting, you approved the land division for the CSM, so that still needs to be signed by the landowners in the city, and then we still have to go through the rezone process as
Yeah.
well. So this
Yeah,
is
we
just-
can't really rezone it until we get
Right.
the parcel recorded at the county.
Correct.
That way
So-
we've got a parcel to rezone.
So we have our own internal schedule that kind of dictates,
Okay.
when that's going to happen, so we obviously will be planning to purchase the property at some point in the future. So tonight is just input discussion only, so. And we, yeah,
So on the site plan, we got setbacks, everything's
Yeah,
good to go.
they're good on
So the
them.
footprint is good. Okay.
And so the building, east-west orientation, to the west is the office component, which is this, and then kind of a core that has things like restrooms and utility and the break room and stuff, and then the garage. And so this is a prototype that Alliant has built in a number of different locations. This is just the second one in Wisconsin after Spring Green, but 8 or 9.
I think it'd be like the 6th one, but like the 8th one designed or something like that. There's a couple that are on the books, but not built yet.
And so they've stayed fairly similar in all of these designs. The thing that changes most is the garage, because each area, service area for this operations center, has different equipment, different, exact sizes and populations, things like that. So the garage component is all precast. That's a sandwich panel, so it's outer decorative white, then it's got the inner insulation and concrete on the inside as well. And then the office part is all steel frame with zinc cladding and in a standing seam pattern. Any questions about the plan or use?
Is Douglas Street, if you go back to that page, is Douglas on that side? And then this is Dzezinski Drive, or is it Dzezinski Drive and Douglas?
Douglas goes this way.
Okay, so then the office would be on right in front of
Yeah,
Douglas.
So,
Okay.
so Douglas is on the west side of it. So north is coming back at me in this plan, Douglas here, and so it faces Douglas with the parking, right?
The cul-de-sac at Zinsky is kind
Okay,
of
so
like
that's
right in
the- yep.
here. Yep.
Okay. Okay, that helps. Okay, I see it there, Douglas.
And you can see the drive to the north side of the lot coming into the parking lot.
Sorry.
No, actually, no, this is Dejinski. Fire's on this side.
Yeah, that's one of the comments, that's gonna be.
And then the whole yard is all fenced in, and trucks will, and trailers will come in on that northwest corner here, right, and go straight through a gate, and then they'll go out either this way or out on Dzerzhinsky. Either
And
way,
it's
probably.
key card access, so I asked about the fire department, they're working on that, and,
Oh, that's a good point.
because in case of a
If
fire,
there's a fire,
you
yeah.
know, they need some way to get in
For what
there.
I've told.
So typically, we would have a Knox
Well,
box
let's move it on.
if
That's all I
your
really care
community
about.
uses that.
Yep.
So it can be a key, and if we need it, if there needs to be more than a key, if there needs to be a card in there, but, you know, we wouldn't have an issue giving you access to that, so,
The
And then-
existing facility is the
okay.
key and card.
And then stormwater pond is down on the east side of the lot. Also, then the building has planned in for expansion, the office building. One of the plans shows both a north and a potential south addition, whether they ever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I see that right
Yep.
here.
Yeah,
Whether they
whether
ever
they
get-
ever happen or not,
Yeah.
it's just kind
Yeah,
of designed it that
right
way.
here.
Okay.
But if that does happen, the stormwater is sized for that already, so.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's a very good idea.
So, right, internally then, there's a wash bay on the east end here. This just shows the various lanes of trucks and trailers that'll park in there. Here's kind of a drive-through where they can back some vans in. In the kind of core areas, the mechanical and break room and restroom, shower, there's a shower there, and then office areas. And that's mostly open office, a few hoteling office, so if Matt was up here, you know, for a day, and he needed to have a private conversation, he could easily go into the office. That's what the hotel offices mean. He's not gonna stay there overnight, as far as I know. So, again, vestibule, and then open office here, and then a training facility. So a lot of the, and you guys can talk about how that operates more than I can, but a lot of the guys, you know, will be out in the field all day, but they'll also come in here for training, or just touch base on the computer, you know, check their emails and maybe get their assignments and stuff like that, and then they're out. So, and surely, you know, surely you can speak up, surely out, you know, Spanish.
How many people are employed? Approximately.
There's 20 that occupy the building on any given day.
Yep.
And then there's also storage in here as well.
Yeah,
Room for
you do.
forklifts and stuff. Looking at the building design then, there's some 3D, various views of it. And here you can see how the garage component is kind of a separate building almost than the office component. And that's probably because this all has to be taller ceilings for one. And just how they function together, I guess. And then foundations, again, the office part has zinc panels primarily, then in that recessed area between the two are some horizontal metal panels, and then this is all precast in a very, like a light gray, light sandblast finish. I guess 3D is not in here, that rendering stuff. I don't know if you saw that three-dimensional, the rendering drawing with the, you know, perspective, with color and stuff, so that kind of gives you a character of the design, so.
Oh, wow. Very sharp.
And so this is the west facing back toward Douglas, and it has these fins that help cut down on some of the solar gain
So what are
into that open office area. Here's the entry vestibule then. There's kind of the recessed part back here, where on this side is also going to be a patio for off the break room, and then here's the precast concrete.
So what are these
garage.
made out of right here? What are that, I'm just
The
kind of irrelevant, but,
those vertical louvers,
Yeah.
they're aluminum,
okay.
and it's an aluminum curtain wall there that they attach to.
Kind of like just a vertical pergola, right?
Okay.
I mean, you're just in certain angles of the sun, it's keeping some sun out. There's a lot of glass on the front of the building, so if you're inside it, you see a lot of the natural daylight come in. but in certain times of the day, instead of that, you know, sun, it's just some natural sunshade.
And there's solar built into this, I gather. Is that what you said?
This does not.
Oh, it does not, okay.
No, I'm saying there's solar gain, there's just
Got it.
from
Just
windows,
passive.
there's, yeah, sorry.
Got it.
But
So
it
no
is,
solar panels going on the roof?
but the roof is designed to.
They wanna sell gas. Electric.
The roof is designed to have solar panels and Alliant, you know, they do a lot of renewable energy, you know, and they have a real focus on that and future goals for that, so.
Okay.
Yeah, there was one drawing that showed it, and we don't need to go to it, but, you know, we're using geothermal. So we're, you know, trying to be as energy conscious as possible with the design.
All right.
Thank you.
And then we have the landscape plan here. So Craig Lineweber asked for landscaping along this portion of the property, so we're putting in 10 maples, he's fine with those. We're going to reposition this white pine tree, he wants to a little further back from his property.
And it's some specific things for the property owner, prior property owner.
All right.
Future neighbor.
Yeah, future neighbor, there you go. Future neighbor there.
Well, like I said, it's just a preliminary review, so if there's no more questions.
Well, thanks for showing us.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you for taking the time. Like I said, I get up the PC, but these never really render for me very well. And it's hard to see unless you print them out on paper.
Find it out.
So appreciate you showing them to us.
Sure. All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, thanks again.
Our other item tonight is a CSM for Con and Oil Company at 126 East Jackson Street. Just combining 4 or 5 properties into one.
It's actually 6 lots.
6 lots. Okay, lots of lots. Okay. Basically, it's all their buildings. We're sitting right over there.
Yeah, right there.
right
Yeah,
there.
down there, on the corner.
Is there a motion to approve that CSM?
Sure, I'll make a motion to approve that CSM for Condom Auto Company.
I'll second. Is there, can we discuss?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there a reason that they just did it now, or, I mean, why wasn't it
Great
done
question.
years ago? I'm just
Let's see if
curious.
there's any kind of a memo, I don't know.
No, it just says combining all properties into one lot.
Could have been just something that never got done. I mean, I
Yeah,
had
from
2 buildings
years.
for 5 years before I combined them.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, that's.
If there's a
what he
reason.
said,
Yeah,
a hole in
yeah.
the wall.
Easier to sell, easier
Yeah.
not to sell, you know, I'm just.
Honestly, I was just thinking that maybe they're looking down the road to sell
Well,
it.
now that they
Yeah,
have
and
one
then they
tax
might put a
parcel,
new facility up
6 of them.
somewhere else, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
It's easier to pay the taxes with one property.
That's the other thing. Oops, I missed part of it. I missed the one in the middle parcel.
Yeah.
And someone bought that at tax foreclosure sale, because I missed all that.
Yeah.
No, I do
It's
not
not
know
really
the
likely,
reason.
but
Any further discussion?
No, I'm fine.
In that case, all those in favor of approving the CSM, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved. Are there any project updates or staff reports? No?
Next month, we should have Alliant, the full,
And what was missing so far yet? The review of the stormwater?
it's something with the CSM, they need all the signatures yet before they can submit it to Fond du Lac County. And we
Okay.
can't do a rezone until we have a parcel to
So the rezone is gonna come at the same time?
who are we missing for signatures for that? Do we have any idea?
I don't know.
Me and someone else, but they never brought it to me.
Oh,
What is the zoning classified as?
Right now, the whole 40 acres was brought in as ag.
Okay.
And then it's gonna get rezoned back to industrial.
Okay,
That 10
well,
acre
that-
parcel.
That 10 acres is gonna be
Yeah.
industrial, the rest
We
is.
couldn't bring it in as industrial and ag, it had to be, the whole thing had to come in as ag. And then, once they get that parcel recorded, now we can take that 10 acres and
I-
rezone it
okay.
to industrial.
so
We
no
know
real
farmland
controversy?
is industrial,
Yeah, no,
so,
And the stormwater gets reviewed by?
yeah, MSA is reviewing that
Oh,
right now.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
It's probably gonna be fine. I would imagine. Or with little changes. These
Alright.
guys kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah,
The architect, the engineer, they know what they're doing and how to,
And they do, they have it set far enough off the property lines that it'll meet the expansions later on, and
yeah, they thought about all that.
Do they have to blacktop, like the driveways and?
the front driveway has to be asphalt, but in our industrial district, if they wanted, if they don't hard surface it, they are allowed to use the crushed asphalt now.
Oh,
But it's only in our industrial districts that we allow it, because of their big parking areas. I remember
So
we
then-
tried it once at one of Alliance Laundry's parking lots, and I went in there and I was trying to do donuts, trying to kick up dust and not
The
very
work,
much
yeah,
dust.
it's sort of impervious.
Mhm.
so the crushed blacktop?
Yep, yeah, not just gravel.
Yeah,
So that back area, if they wanted to do crushed asphalt, they could.
So what's gonna happen to their old building?
I'll probably tear it down.
I think they're gonna tear that one
They
down.
wanted
Or
us,
sell it.
they wanted us, but I don't think we're.
No, I don't think we're stupid enough to take it. Not anymore.
Something about a 15-inch water main running through the basement.
And PCPs and the soil contamination, they're gonna have to remediate that whole area.
I would imagine, yeah.
Scrape off the topsoil and take it someplace.
Well, that covers the future agenda items already. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn this planning commission meeting of March 15th, 2023.
I'll second. Thanks again for both Doug and Lance for coming in. Yeah.
Well, you got my number, and I didn't say I would be an alternate.
Vote first. All those in favor?
You can't just leave.
Opposed?
Oh, gosh, I've done that once before, about 3 years ago.
We're adjourned at 7:33. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor.
Look at that, minutes are done.
chicken barbecue, thinking the community members and the people donating their time and efforts, things like that. But it kind of depends on each situation.